Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a video of another great mouse at the end of 2024. This is definitely coming in as a buzzer beater because I am about to start a video here of what I will keep moving into 2025. I cannot store all of the products I get. I do have to filter them out either with giveaways or etc. This is definitely something that will be needing to be closely analyzed to see whether or not it stays on my desk moving into 2025, because the shape does feel quite good and the performance here is pretty solid on the Scyrox V6. Anybody that watched the Scyrox V8 video, the mouse does still look like it comes from the same factory of Lamzu mice. I can put this thing next to the Maya X and you guys can see some of the features, some of the angles, some of the way the plastic just looks and how it's cut, the scroll wheel, etc. Very similar in overall aesthetic. It makes you think they come from the same factory. And the rumor on the street was that Scyrox is kind of an off-brand of Lamzu, so I guess it makes sense. I don't know if that's been debunked or not or confirmed, but that was the rumor on the street when the V8 did release. Now, the V8 was a similar mouse or kind of sort of clone of the X2H Mini. The Scyrox V6 is kind of sort of a clone of the Maya and or the G-Wolves HTS Plus. It gets pretty similar to both mice, different in its own way and its overall feel, and a lot of that is going to come with this heightened mid-hump that is very pronounced, as well as the very dipped Mouse 1 and Mouse 2. As soon as your fingers lead over that mid-hump, the way that Mouse 1 and Mouse 2 is bucketed, it really makes your fingertips feel as though they're just locked in over that palm hump on the mouse. The width of the mouse is rather feeling like a little bit on the narrow side, but there's kind of a pronounced hump here where you can just dig your thumb in and your ring and pinky finger in on the left and right side to get a really nice grip. So it's like you get this really locked in palm grip, your fingers fold into this kind of bottomed out groove on Mouse 1 and Mouse 2. And mixed with the really nice ledges for your thumb, your ring and pinky finger, like the grip on this thing really does feel pretty damn phenomenal. So the shape definitely does feel good if you're looking for a medium-sized mouse. You like the size of like a ULX medium, or you like the size of a Maya, a G-Wolves HTS Plus. Again, not the shape of a ULX medium, just the size bracket of a ULX medium. You are maybe somebody who will want to take a look at the Scyrox V6. The plastic and the coating on the mouse do feel similar to a Lamzu product, and I would say it's not the most premium feeling plastic, and that's because a lot of the time they try to hollow a lot of it out and kind of make it a little bit thinner, at least thin enough to maintain exceptionally good build quality while providing weight savings. This mouse comes in at 41 grams. It's got a 250 mAh battery, and the weight really does feel really nicely balanced. It doesn't really lead into one direction or the other. It comes with a 8K Hertz polling dongle. I've never been a proponent really of like Hertz polling making a difference in my gameplay. If you feel like it makes a difference, it comes with the 8K Hertz polling dongle with a 250 mAh battery. Of course, the battery life will drain rather rapidly, but you can always move down to 4, 2, or as long as you charge your mouse regularly, it probably won't matter that the battery drains rather quickly. The mouse does have a similar unboxing experience like the V8. Comes with a matching cable, a little manual, and it does come with an extra set of PTFE skates. The default PTFE skates are absolutely horrible. You're going to want to replace them, which you can see I did moving to the Obsidian Air Pros. The bottom side of the mouse is not like a Lamzu mouse. That's really where like the mouse becomes less exciting. The Lamzu mice usually having a pretty interesting design. You can see the internals on the underside of the mouse. This is all just one plate here, plain plate. There's no on-off logo here where the on-off switch is, or DPI button logo. So you can see they've kind of been able to cut some costs there. The DPI button is fully functional, and overall, again, just swap out those default skates. The mouse doesn't budge in any direction at all except the bottom plate, but when you are pushing down on the mouse, you don't feel that moving at all. The mouse is using Omron opticals, and the Omron opticals feel fantastic. They feel light, crisp, very responsive when using them in game, and very well implemented. These things have very little pre-travel, if any at all, and post-travel is rather minimal after actuation of that switch. Side play, exceptionally minimal, barely move at all. You don't feel any switch grind at all. And I've never felt the plastic over mouse 1 or mouse 2 moving left or right in game when I'm spraying somebody or holding down ADS. So the side buttons, very little pre-travel, very little post-travel. We recently looked at the L7 Pro as well as the Centauri, mice that kind of fall into the same budget range. And the side buttons here are just better. They feel much more in tune with very little pre-travel and very little post-travel. And on the very tippy edges, the plastic doesn't really pop up to any significant extent at all. So between the shape, the build quality, the weight balance, the 3950 sensor paired with whatever hertz up to 8K, everything here actually feels super good. And again, if you already own an HTS Plus, or if you already own something along the lines of a Maya or a Maya X, like if you're happy with it, you probably don't need to look at the Scyrox V6. If you're happy with the price and this has something that you've been looking for that you've missed on the other mice, then you could definitely give it a try if this is kind of your flavor. Again, the thing that I like about the shape, the mid hump is very pronounced, so you can see it's just like this very targeted hump right at the peak of the hump in the middle of the mouse. It kind of makes you want to palm the mouse, but the mouse 1 and mouse 2 get bucketed inward very abruptly, and it has that nice U-shaped bucket, so your fingers kind of just rest very comfortably on mouse 1 and mouse 2. And then there's that nice hump right on the ledge towards the back of the thumb and on the right side of the mouse as well. So you get that really nice targeted hump to kind of bunker down on your thumb, and just a really nice aggressive feeling palm-shaped mouse. Again, worked great for me for tracking purposes, and definitely worked very well just whipping the thing around for very fast flick shots. So I definitely will do a lot more testing to see if it kind of makes it to the area of something I want to keep on my desk. I just have a lot of really good mice. The mouse so far feels great, and I really judge that primarily on performance. I spent a large portion of my life playing professional CS back in 1.3 to 1.6. I take gaming very seriously, even though it's not my main profession right now, but it is a passion still to this day, and I like playing at a very high level. To me, I judge everything that I recommend to you guys on whether I'm playing my best, I'm playing status quo, or I'm playing worse. And you guys can see in the gameplay, the Scyrox V6 worked very well for me. I had a comfortable grip, the weight balance, the performance. I just didn't notice any glaring issues that I can really complain about. The mouse felt great, and I had a lot of fun using it in Resurgence. So the Scyrox V6, I think for the price, for the feel of the mouse, and overall the quality of the product that I was sent, what I have in my hand, I think it is a pretty damn solid mouse coming in at 70 bucks. You guys can even get it a little bit cheaper if you guys use creator codes. I think my code I signed up the other day is fresh at Scyrox on their main website. I think it gets you 5% in savings. I don't know that I get anything, but it is 5%, I believe, for you guys. It might be 5% to the creators as well. Not trying to hide the ball there. I just didn't really read into it when I signed up, but getting you guys the coupon codes for sure. I know we're moving into Thanksgiving. I'm going to be offline for a little bit, guys, but I wish you all the best with your loved ones. I hope it helped, guys. If it did, please leave a sub to the channel. See you guys in the next review. Peace.